the word something along with your issue and seek location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
We hope to see you again at another Celtics game. Visit us online or at ticketbooth.com/availability of any future game.
Boston, we hope you join us for future Celtics home games this season. Secure your tickets today by visiting us online or stopping by the ticket booth. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. I think we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And now, the New York Knicks starters. Austin Reeves out there with Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Dawkins in at the 4 slot. Here's Reeves. Pass to Dawkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. And here's Boston. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bridges has got 5.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And again, Boston with the triple.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Dawkins. Second chance shot. A putback. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Mr. Perfect. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. They get it again. Brown wide open. He fires. Traps in the tray.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
Reeves drives in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against Atlanta had a huge game. He ended up with 62 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Here's Mr. Perfect. The Knicks making the shot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Reeves. To the paint. And Dawkins slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Now, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's checked in for the Celtics. Quickly comes in for White. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Mr. Perfect can't hit.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Mr. Perfect out there with Porzingis. And it's quickly in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Mr. Perfect. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Mr. Perfect. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Ware. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Mr. Perfect. 13 points in the game. For the 3. And Ware pulls it down.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Terry the best in Navarro. McBride with the ball. 7 points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Boston making a switch here. White's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night, you leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
Quickly kicks to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
That's Tatum's size and high release point. He's able to get that three-point shot off against virtually anybody.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Reeves finds Anunoby. Offensive rebound.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Austin with the ball. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Here's Mr. Perfect. 16 points for him. And it falls over the rim and in. Mr. Perfect's got 7 points for the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Bridges for 3. The offensive rebound, Towns, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but
looking at the Knicks, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent they're shot.
Well, and let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the New York Knicks.
Well, they're playing bully.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got OG Anunoby. Austin Reeves out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Dawkins, and it's Towns in at the 5. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The Knicks leading by 6. Now Reeves. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Towns gets it to go.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Here's Morales. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. Here's Mr. Perfect. Plays it up and banks it in. Mr. Perfect's got 22.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Bridges finds Reeves. Here's Towns. Driving the lane. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Mr. Perfect. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And, Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 22 points for him. No good on the three.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Anunoby finds Reeves. Here's Dawkins. New York, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 7. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Here's Dawkins. Outside, Towns. Back to Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Mr. Perfect, and he's covered by Dawkins. Good. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Pass to Reeves. Bridges outside. Good on the triple. Bridges has got 8.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks leading by 5. Anunoby outside. Pass to Towns. Mr. Perfect with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Lets the 3 fly. Connects from 3-point range. Mr. Perfect's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Reeves the pass to Anunoby. Back to Reeves. Pass to Dawkins. For 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight. Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Here's Towns. Misses the layup. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Boston on top, leading by a point. And we'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass.
He's changing it up here. Celtics trail by 5. We've got Mr. Perfect. He's out there with Porzingis. Emmanuel quickly out there with Brown. And it's Morales in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Reeves the pass to Bridges. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. And the basket is good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and he's covered by Dawkins. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Mr. Perfect. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Reeves the pass to Bridges. There's the 3. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. Mr. Perfect's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bridges outside. Pass to Reeves. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and he's covered by Dawkins. Mr. Perfect can't hit. Anunoby against Brown. Anunoby passes to Reeves. Here's Dawkins. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mr. Perfect's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Get the shot. And he swishes it right through. Mr. Perfect's got 37.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Bridges for 3. The shot, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
The Celtics working the ball around now to tie it up. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Quickly the pass to Mr. Perfect to take the lead. Out left to the wing. It's up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. New York with the ball. And here is Bridges. Lets it go with a 3. Right between the eyes.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape.
See ya, MP. Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. This team is mid at best. We'll get that win.
Look out there, MP. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sport. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA, but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. So I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
And talking about MP's team, the focus is on something we don't always talk about, defense. But this team is outstanding on that end.
Well, when MP made his declaration, we didn't really know how long it would take for his words to impact their defense. But the effect was immediate. From the very beginning, guys bought into what he was preaching. This is going to be a tough team to score against tonight and going forward.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Andrew Nembhard, and it's Frazier in at the point. And it's a Celtics ball. From downtown, Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got his second bucket on the night.
Really love how Brown distributes the ball, keeping his eyes moving at all times.
They get it back. Here's Barry. It's tipped. And he recovers it. Quickly, right side. Here's the three. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. The Magic have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Out to the right wing. Here's Larabia. Nice D from Tatum.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Nembhard, the pass to Frazier. Over quickly. And the 17-footer goes down.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about. Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Wagner, the pass to Barry. Can't get it to fall.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Frazier, guarded by Quickly. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Boston leading by 6. Here's Mr. Perfect. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Frazier, guarded by Quickly. Frazier shot is off.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He has 7. Lets it go from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Magic trail by 9. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Tatum passes to Morales. From the arc. Perry pulls it in. Perry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Arabia. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
So both teams making some changes here, and a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Grizzlies, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they've really lived up to the hype surrounding them this year, proving they're at the absolute top of their game.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on. Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Magic trail by 12. Pass to Moore. And there's a pick from outside the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Boston has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 17 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Three-pointer. Another one falls for Boston.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Bones Highland. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Raptors had a huge game. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's a season high for him. What an offensive performance. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Celtics lead by 17. Here's Mr. Perfect. 25 points in the game. Pass to Brown. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Orlando shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Hampton's shot is good.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's Mr. Perfect. This one for 3. Rebounded by Frazier.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Boston, quickly comes in for Highland. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Reed. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 11 points in the quarter. Magic trail by 16. Now Nembhard. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Boston with a rebound. Mr. Perfect's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Porzingis. Fires the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Orlando calls timeout. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Brown. Arabia's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Frazier. Magic trail by 19. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Five to shoot. Tries the spin move. The Magic need to put one up here. LaRavia kept alive. Here's Barry. That's another miss. 1 for 7 in this contest. Boston leading by 19. 1:14 left to play in the half. Here's Mr. Perfect. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
There's 57 seconds left in the half. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 36 points. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. Mr. Perfect's got 39.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Wagner. And there's the screen. There's the 3. Drains the triple. Wagner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Wagner with the right back at your answer on the 3. Pretty impressive right there.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
Wagner with it. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. To the inside. Here's Barry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
I'll say this. Yeah, you want to protect the paint. But when you're getting killed from long range, have to make the adjustment defensively. They're not going to win like this.
Seems highly unlikely, indeed. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even.
Thanks, as always, for watching.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. On the court for the Magic, they've got Wagner, and it's LaRavia in at the power forward. Magic trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Barry. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Barry's got 6.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Mr. Perfect. That one's good from the corner. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Magic shooting just 42% so far in the game. Frazier. And that one's good. Barry. Give him 8 points now.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. 2 points. That one goes.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Magic trail by 20. Inside. Second chance shot. And another shot. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Pass to Frazier. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Barry.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Franz Wagner.
He's having problems with his shot these days, and the analytics show that with his true shooting percentage headed down in the last 10 games. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned it around quickly, though.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Magic trail by 20. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And that one's good. Barry.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Orlando with the rebound. Barry's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to LaRavia. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Tatum with some nice D. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Frazier, the pass to Barry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First in shooting percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage, and they clinch the top spot when it comes to protecting the ball. Fewest turnovers per game in the league. No one keeps the ball locked up tight like these guys.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. And he makes a first. And the Celtics making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs is checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Mr. Perfect. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Good! Another from 3. Barry's his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Suggs. A minute 39 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. That one goes. Count it.
Hey, you can see that former football player mentality and history on display with Suggs. He is fearless.
One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron, and it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Cornette's checked in for Orlando. Moore comes in for Frazier. Here's Mr. Perfect. Tatum passes to Mr. Perfect. The 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Magic trail by 20. In transition, the Magic on the run. Nembhard outside. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And another miss by Orlando.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Morales passes to Mr. Perfect from deep. The rebound by Nembhard. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And Wagner gets it to go.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Yep, that one goes. Mr. Perfect's got 55.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Magic trail by 20. And here's Wagner. He's got 5.
Number 26. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Suggs outside. Here's Moore. Shoots over White. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Derek White out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 4 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. On the wing, Suggs. Lets a 3 fly. Boston with a rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good! That's another bucket!
What a performance. I mean, who does this? It's just so rare.
This 60-point game has him closing in on 5th place in that category for a single season. Highland, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. Barnes, he's checked in for Cornette. And the Magic shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. And Bones Highland gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option and that freedom.
Pass to Frazier. Five on the clock. To the inside. Here's Barnes to stop the run. And Mr. Perfect pulls it down. Mr. Perfect's got 5 rebounds tonight. White, good.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Moore. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. They have yet to score here in the fourth.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands. He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
On target from range.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Okoro is checked in for Boston. Butler comes in for Highland. He hits the second from the line. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And you don't... Usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mr. Perfect.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Wagner, the pass to Barry. Rebounded by Butler. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Pass to Okoro. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Wagner. Mr. Perfect shot is off. Outside Barnes. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Barnes. And got it! Another basket!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Good game, MP. Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Solid effort tonight.